With a record more than 4,14,000 new coronavirus infections being reported in a day, India's total tally of COVID-19 cases has climbed to more than 2,14,91,000, while the active cases have crossed the 36 lakh mark, according to the Union Health Ministry data updated on Friday. The death toll has increased to more than 2,34,000, with 3,915 fatalities being reported in a span of 24 hours, the data updated at 8 a.m. today showed. Registering a steady increase in the active cases have increased to more than 36,45,000, comprising 16.96% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate has dropped further to 81.95%. West Bengal recorded the highest COVID death at 117 as the fatalities in the state rose to more than 11,964. The caseload also mounted to more than 9,35,000 after the state registered a record one-day spike of more than 18,000 fresh infections. The state has seen a recent surge of infections, with the active cases now reaching to more than 1,22,000. An expert panel of the government is considering increasing the gap between two doses of Oxford AstraZeneca's Covishield vaccine. Top government sources have said that the panel is reviewing new evidence from international studies that suggest the vaccine's efficacy is improved if the interval between the two doses is longer. The committee is likely to take a decision next week. The recommended interval between the two doses of Covishield, manufactured by Pune's Serum Institute of India, was increased from 4-6 weeks to 6 to 8 weeks in April. Experts believe such a move could ease pressure on the vaccine supply chain at a time when India has decided to include all adults in its massive inoculation program against the COVID-19 disease. In March, a study published in the Lancet journal said that Covishield has an 81.3% efficacy if doses are administered 12 weeks apart. Researchers also found Covishield's efficacy to be just 55.1% when two standard doses were administered less than 6 weeks apart. DMK President M.K. Stalin on Friday took oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for the first time. His swearing-in ceremony was held at Raj Bhavan in Chennai. Governor Banwarilal Purohit administered the oath of office and secrecies to Stalin and his cabinet ministers. AIA-DMK top leader O. Panneerselvam, leaders from the alliance parties including Congress's P. Chidambaram, MDMK Chief Vaiko and top state officials took part in the ceremony. The ceremony witnessed adherence to COVID-19 guidelines, including wearing of masks. The DMK has won 133 seats in the April 6 assembly polls, and along with alliance partners, including the Congress Party, it has garnered a total of 159 constituencies in the 234-member assembly. The AIA-DMK has won 66 segments, and its partners BJP and PMK have won 4 and 5 seats respectively. The governor on Wednesday appointed Stalin, who is 68 years old, as Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and invited him to form the government after he staked claim, submitting a letter on his election as legislature party leader. Bangalore South MP Tejasvi Surya in the eye of a storm for having communalized the bed allocation operation of the Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike when the city is in the throes of its worst outbreak of COVID-19, apparently went back to the Bangalore South Zone War Room yet again on Thursday. This time, however, to apologize. This came hours after a 2-day-old video of Tejasvi Surya went viral. In the video, Tejasvi Surya is seen storming into the war room along with 4 MLAs from his parliamentary constituency, reading out 16 names of Muslim employees, while another MLA asks if they are running a helpline or a Madarasa. Fact checks over the claim that these 16 members of the war room were involved in a bed allocation scam led to a dead end, as only one of these 16 was a part of the team of bed allocation, and he had joined it temporarily just last week to replace another employee who had a personal emergency at home. The other 15, most of them young graduates in their early 20s, were members of the other teams involved in indexing, home isolation supervision and discharge of patients who finished quarantine period. Three Indian-American CEOs, Sundar Pichai from Google, Puneet Ranjan from Deloitte, and Shantanu Narayan from Adobe have joined the steering committee of the Global Taskforce on Pandemic Response, which is overseeing an unprecedented corporate sector initiative to help India successfully fight COVID-19. The names of the three Indian-American CEOs were added to the list of the steering committee on Thursday. The three CEOs have been active in organizing US companies' response to the COVID-19 crisis in India. Others who were added to the list on Thursday are Mark Sussman, CEO, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Joshua Bolton, who is a president and CEO of Business Roundtable, and Suzanne Clark, president and CEO of US Chamber of Commerce. The task force is a newly formed public-private partnership organized by the US Chamber of Commerce and supported by Business Roundtable. It is working with the Chamber's US-India Business Council and the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum to take immediate action to help address COVID-19 surge in India.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.